Hey guys, so for this video, we're going to talk about germs again. I know we've been talking about it a lot, but we've also been talking about how to get rid of germs, not just what they are. So we know that germs are really small little like things on specks on our hands. We can't see them because they're so small. But what the important thing to know is that even when we have to wash our hands because otherwise, when we touch everything, even if we don't think we're sick, we could be passing on germs to other people and getting them sick. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do or start an experiment with bread. We're going to watch our bread for a month and then we're going to look back and see what we see because bread grows mold. You might know that if you've ever left a loaf of bread out on the counter and it went bad. But mold in this experiment is going to represent the the bacteria that might be on our hands when we don't do a good job washing. So the first piece of bread that we're going to put in a bag, you can't probably read what I wrote on there, but it's not touched. So I have my trusty loaf of bread to the side. You can't really see it, but I'm not going to touch it. I only have a pair of grilling tongs. So I'm going to reach in the bag with my tongs. Not going to touch the bread. It's harder than it looks. Pull out the bread. And I'm going to put it in the bag. Okay. So here is our piece of non-touched bread. On science experiments, they call this the control. All right. So in a week's time from this video, I'll take pictures and I'll make another video showing you the bread. Okay, so there's our first one. Our second piece of bread is dirty hands. So I haven't washed my hands in a while. I've been just kind of walking around my house, touching everything. So I'm going to go ahead and reach in the bag and I'm going to pull out a piece of bread. And I'm going to touch it and get my germs all over this piece of bread. And then I'm going to stick it in the bag. Turn it the other way so they all look the same. Okay? Same thing. I'll show you guys this piece of bread next week. The next piece of bread is washed hands. So I am right next to my sink. Sorry, guys. So I'm going to quick wash my hands. Got my soap. Make sure you wash your hands for at least 20 seconds. I lost count because we started talking. We'll just make sure we scrub really good. You want to make sure that you're scrubbing between your hands or your fingers and on the backs of your hands. All right. Okay. All right, now that my hands are clean, I'm going to grab a piece of bread from the bag and put it into another Ziploc. And now we'll know how good of a job I did at washing my hands. Well, hopefully I did a pretty good job. I got the bag wet a little bit. We'll see what this looks like in a week. All right, so then I'm gonna touch the counter for a minute, get them a little bit dirty again. The next bag is hand sanitizer. So there's not really a lot of hand sanitizer out there, and I'm at home, so I just use soap and water. But I found this liquid hand sanitizer. So we're going to give this a shot. So I'm going to have to pour it over the sink. Ooh, got a little much there. Ooh, got a lot there. Okay, so before I grab the bread, I'm going to let this dry for a second. Woo! All right, my hands are pretty dry now, so I'm going to reach into the bag and grab the bread. We'll see it in a week. And then for the last piece of bread, we are going to use a piece of mail. Some experiments called for just the table, but I wanted to use a piece of mail just to show you how much germs can spread, because mail gets touched by a lot of people, gets touched by multiple different mailmen or women, plus the people who had to put it in the envelope and take it to the post office. So there could be lots of germs on here. So I have a nice piece of mail. Just got it today, so it's fresh. Okay, I'm gonna stick it in the bag. All right, and we'll see it in a week. Like I said, I'll make videos with the bread weekly so we can see how much mold or bacteria is growing on our bread. And I'll take pictures too to email you so you can see them and compare them side by side. See you later.